Hey guys, so today I'm going to be reacting to Mr. Nightmare's new video, 3 allegedly true paranormal horror stories. I know I haven't posted in like, what, a week? But I was going to upload a vlog, but it's going to be like 30 minutes, I think. So, I mean, I still might do it. Today's like my only day off to actually do videos and stuff, and I actually need to get a haircut too. And yeah, I'm cold, so I just have a blanket wrapped around me because, like, why not? Plus, it's horror stories, you can have a blanket around you. And it's actually daytime for once, then I'm actually reacting to one of these. Usually I react at nighttime, but you know. Well, let's go. Okay.
I'm 27 years old, living with my brother James in a house we share. Never had anything severely strange or abnormal happen to me in my life. But there was this one week that I experienced this strange series of events. It started on what I thought would be a normal night like any other. I was in the kitchen washing the dishes before getting ready for bed. Suddenly, a plastic cup came crashing to the floor. The sound of it made me jump and spin around from the sink. I saw the blue plastic cup bounce a few times, then fall dead on the floor. This was one of the cups that sits up top the cabinet. I knew it had to have been sitting upright, though. I had no idea what kind of force could have knocked it off the cabinet. It made no logical sense. I picked it up and put it back on the cabinet. That wasn't the last strange event that night, though. While in bed with the blinds shut, there was suddenly a strange, very faint glow in my room. It came through the blinds. I flipped over onto my side and tried to peek under the crack at the bottom of the blinds. I couldn't see anything. Honestly, as weird as it was, I was so comfortable in bed, I was too lazy to...
Same.
I dismissed the light as something like a street light having a new bulb or something. I know, a little ridiculous, but at the time I had no reason to suspect anything paranormal.
It's just a light. Oh fuck.
The next day I was home alone when James was at work. It was a dark, stormy day, and the house was constantly rumbling from the thunder, so when I heard a cup fall from the kitchen, I associated it with the thunder. I went to the kitchen to pick it up, and realized it was the same blue plastic cup I'd carefully put back on the cabinet yesterday. There was no way thunder could have knocked it down from where it was. I put it on the counter and stood there, confused and a bit shaken, looking around the kitchen, not knowing what to think. As I was standing in the kitchen, I heard a creak in the floor above me. The room above me was actually my bedroom. I went to the stairs and called up for James. I instantly remembered he wasn't home. Maybe it was the thunder shaking the whole house. But still, I had to check my room just for peace of mind.
Thunder couldn't do that in my
I went upstairs to my room and turned on the lights, given that all the rooms in the house were dark due to the weather. My room is square-shaped with 2 big closets. The room was clear, as were the closets, so I shut the light and went back downstairs. That night, when James got home, I had a discussion with him about the strange events that had been taking place. He said he hadn't been aware of any of it. Still, nothing that happened up until that point was extremely unusual. For the rest of the night, things were normal. I fell asleep with ease. I awoke at some off hour in the night. It was still dark. I checked my phone. It was 2 in the morning. I rolled back on my side and shut my eyes. When I heard the distinct sound of a finger tapping on a window, I could feel my heart in my throat. I didn't know why someone would be knocking at my window, but I didn't want to see who could be out there. But for some reason, it took me that long to realize I was on the 2nd floor of the house. Therefore, nobody could be on the outside of my window. I pushed the sheets off my body and flipped to face the window. There was no one standing there on the inside, though. So I lifted the blind. There was no one outside either. Still, I knew that I heard what I heard, and I knew I hadn't been imagining or dreaming it.
Yeah.
I ran to my brother's room and started freaking out. I don't know whether he believed me or not. Quite frankly, I don't think I'd believe me if I hadn't experienced it. I slept in the living room that night, and it's been 3 weeks now without any paranormal incidents. I never believed in the supernatural until this happened.
Sometimes I feel like you just imagine things and then it's all in your head, but then if it actually happens, then it's like, what? I don't know what to really say to that. It's creepy.
I once took a road trip from New Hampshire to Florida. I had to stop at a hotel to sleep overnight when I was about halfway there. It was some old, somewhat dilapidated hotel that rested off the highway on a quiet road. There were like 2 cars in the parking lot, so there were definitely not a lot of guests. The lady at the front desk was very robotic, seemed bored with her job. She seemed to fit the atmosphere of the hotel perfectly. The lobby was full of tacky chairs and tables you'd expect to find put out on the curb. The wallpapers were all dated and equally tacky. Didn't matter though, I wasn't staying there for the luxury. Just for the night and for the convenience.
Yeah.
It was late when I checked in, so when I got in the room, all I did was take out my toothbrush and brush my teeth before jumping into the hotel bed. I turned out the lamp next to the bed, and tried to go to sleep, not looking forward to the long day of driving I had ahead of me the next day.
Oh my god.
Suddenly, there was a knock at the door. I looked at the bedside clock to be sure that it was almost midnight. I went to the door and looked through the peephole. Apparently the peephole didn't work though, because I couldn't see out into the hallway through it. All I saw was black. I looked down at the crack under the door, but didn't see any outlines of feet blocking the light, so I opened the door just a little bit to peek into the hallway. I didn't see anyone standing in front of the door. I opened it fully and then peeked down both sides of the hallway. It was clear, so I had to suddenly question if someone in this relatively vacant hotel was pranking me. I shut the door, locked it with the bolt this time, went to lay back down in the bed.
Okay.
Then it happened again, a knock at the door. This time I jumped out of the bed, ran to the door, and checked the peephole again. Shockingly, all I saw was the empty hallway outside, but it hit me. This time I could actually see through the peephole. I unbolted the door and opened it. No one. I looked down both sides of the hallway again. There was no one. This was where I drew the line. I grabbed the key to the room and went to the lady at the front desk. I told her someone kept knocking on my door. Politely asked her to check the cameras to see who it could be. She said they didn't have cameras in the hallways. Her reaction also wasn't what I was hoping for. She seemed very calm and disconcerted with what I told her.
I don't care.
She said in a calm voice there was only one other guest in the whole building. Then she just stared blankly at me. I'm not sure how she thought her response properly acknowledged my concern, or what she expected me to say, but I could tell she wouldn't be of any help with the matter, so I left her and went back to my room. I locked the door with the bolt again. This time I put on my headphones and put on one of those 10-hour sleep relaxation videos on YouTube. This would not only help me get to sleep, but block out any possible future sounds from whoever was deciding to mess with me.
It was probably all
And it
peer
worked.
prank then.
For a while at least. Eventually I flipped from my side to my back, just looked around the room. My head froze when I was staring at the corner. I sat up to try to get a closer look at what I thought I was seeing. I swear it looked like a giant humanoid figure, like a 10-foot tall human, standing right in the corner, head to the ceiling. When I put that image together in my head, I felt a sudden rush of horror in my body. I jumped across the bed to flick on the lamp, but when the room lit up, there was nothing in that corner of the room. I simply sat there with my heart beating, probably 200 beats per minute. I gave myself a couple minutes to calm down before shutting the light back off and laying back down on my side. I still had the headphones in my ears, playing the relaxation video. It helped calm me down a little bit. I didn't last even 2 minutes without sitting back up and examining the room again, however. And there it was in the corner. It looked to be a 10-foot tall humanoid figure.
Oh, fuck.
I
Stop.
crawled to the edge of the bed to get as close a look as I could before practically
I saw that
shitting
coming.
myself. I saw what I was sure was a long arm at the side, moving. I dove to turn on the lamp again, and the corner was empty again. I didn't stick around that time. I packed up my few things in a matter of seconds and left the room. I gave the key to the woman and said I'm checking out early. She didn't even say a word as I stormed out that front
The
door.
hotel's so creepy. Yo, my heart's
I was
actually...
driving until I found another hotel, and I fell fast asleep with no supernatural disturbances.
I saw that coming, but I didn't know if it was going to be like a jump scare or just kind of like appear like normal. I feel like it was someone pranking by the, like, that lived, like, right next door, but then the
As a
figure...
kid, I had a bedroom on the first floor. The money was a little tight, and our mom was taking care of 4 kids.
Mm-hmm.
I was the youngest, so I had the little room.
Yep.
My room was next to the living room, a small square room with wood flooring. There were 2 big vents in the floor in this room in 2 opposite corners, and also 2 vents in the ceiling. My bed took up half the room. Like I said, it was a very small room. I'll keep it short and straight to the point. I was 13 years old doing my homework on my bed since I didn't have a desk in my room when I heard a child's laughter. I went outside my room to look around the living room and kitchen for any of my siblings. Everyone seemed to be upstairs though.
Oh no.
Usually in these kinds of stories you hear people say they just chalk these kinds of things up to their imagination. But that's stupid. I definitely heard that laughter. There's no way I imagined something so clear. I continued my homework, with one ear perked up listening for any other suspicious sounds. Eventually enough time passed that I was able to move past it. In fact, it seems it was just about when I was able to get over it that I heard it again. Child's laughter. Or more so giggling, I should say. This time it went on longer. It wasn't coming from outside my room. It was somewhere in the room. I figured one of my brothers were hiding from me. I followed the sound of the laughter, strangely to the corner of my room. Then I looked down at the vent on the floor. It was coming from inside the vent. I got down on my knees and pressed my ear up to the vent. There was no more giggling at this point, though. When there was a silence for a few seconds, I lifted my ear from the vent and then put my eyes up to the vent to get a peek inside.
No. Jump scare.
It took me a second to realize I was staring at a pair of eyes looking back up at me.
Oh.
I shrieked like a girl
Told
and
you.
screamed for my mom. She came storming into my room moments later.
I saw it coming. I was like, no, no, no.
As were the eyes. My mom thought I was going crazy due to a lack of sleep, but I refused to sleep in that room. So she let me sleep in her room that night. That went on for a week, actually, before she put her foot down. I spent the next 4 years in that same bedroom before we moved. Nothing paranormal ever happened to me since that one particular night.
Don't know what to really say to that. So first of all, I'm tired as hell, in case you haven't often realized. I don't know why. It's like 2 in the afternoon and I slept pretty good. So I don't know what the hell's wrong with me right now. But, basically, those are pretty good stories, you know. Before I went to work, I saw that happened and I was like, hold on a second. Oh. Apparently my package arrived. Coolio. It better have. Anyway. I also have to get a haircut today, so I gotta go, man. But yeah, so anyway, the stories, they were pretty good. Obviously that one jump scare got me, and then in the last story, I kind of saw that one coming. I was just like waiting for it because they trying to get you like a second after or two, and then I was like, it still kind of got me a little bit, like in my chest. I kind of felt it like stop and stuff like that. But yeah, it still kind of got me. But nothing, like for me, nothing really paranormal happens really. I've never really seen anything in the corner of my room. If I did, I'd probably go apeshit, completely apeshit. Cause like I do not F for that shit. Like no, no. Even though it's daytime, I'm still kind of like checking, just looking at my camera, seeing if there's anything behind me. But overall, pretty good stories. Just I never really experienced anything like that. Knock on wood, do not want that to happen to me. Let's not jinx that. And yeah, sometimes I feel like people just imagine it, and then I know it's like people normally think, no, it didn't happen. Like there's no such thing as that, and then stuff happens. But I mean, I don't know. It's just weird. Like I don't know what would the logical explanation be for someone eyes in the vent and like laughing, giggling. Like, come on, like really, like I'm so short child. It's just in the vent waiting for someone to come look. Like nothing better to do but just like sit in the vent. Well, that cup falling in the first story, it's not the thunder, and the first night it obviously wasn't the thunder because there was no thunder, so I don't know what to really say to that. Yeah, like some things literally to me have no logical explanations, which is kind of freaky because then, like, there's a logical explanation for everything apparently, so where's the logical explanation for that? Anyway guys, I hope you guys liked this reaction, even though I didn't react too much because I am tired, but now I'm talking about it like after the video. Because I don't like pausing the video, as you guys know, because then I can't really edit it properly. I decided to play the whole way through. Then I say my thoughts at the end, which is what I'm doing right now. Anyway, right now, because my phone says my package is delivered, I better go make sure it's here, because if it's not, I'm going to go apeshit. And anyway, guys, I will see you guys in the next video. I will try to upload that vlog today, hopefully, once I get my haircut. and hopefully that vlog will be up today, because it's only 2 in the afternoon, so it should be up later tonight, hopefully. It'll be a long video, just a heads up, and yeah, I'm gonna work Tuesday to Friday, so if you don't see any videos from that time span, then that's why. And yeah, I mean, this channel's becoming more dead because I work now, but like, I don't know what to post really. Plus, like the past like 3 days, I've working till 10:30, 10:30 again, so you know, that's life. Anyway, guys, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more of these, and let me know in the comments if you want me to react to anything else. Any funny videos, or more horror stories, or a different horror channel or something like that, or more animated stories. I think I also have to react to a Llama Arts video. I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.